Look, if you like platforming games and you have a Nintendo Switch, you need Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. If you're on the fence and you like this type of game, just get it. Still here? Alright, I will appease you and jump into my full review of some of the most fun I've had with the Nintendo platform in the last few years. Let's see if we can get this video to 65 likes, and also we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers, and when we hit 5,000, I'll be giving away a game of your choice. To enter, make sure you're subscribed and enter the link in the description, and then comment down below your opinions on this game or on my review of it. Your feedback helps to make each and every video better for you guys. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is one of the most brilliant platformers to come out of Nintendo within the last few years. Improving on almost every area of the 2D Donkey Kong formula, Tropical Freeze is a game crafted with beautiful levels, tension-filled set pieces, and of course, frustrating platforming at its heart. This is a game made for platformer lovers, Donkey Kong lovers, Nintendo lovers, and especially one who loves them all. The basic concept behind Tropical Freeze is that Donkey Kong and family's home, aptly named Donkey Kong Island, has suddenly been snatched by the Snowmads, an icy tribe dedicated to ruining birthday parties apparently. The Snowmads turned Donkey Kong Island's sunny paradise into a tundra of sorts, leading the Kongs on a journey through 6 very different islands to defeat the Snowmads and restore their home. The story isn't really Tropical Freeze's strong suit, but it also isn't a downside. Honestly, the world of Tropical Freeze is one of the greatest parts of the game. Not only are the levels themselves brilliantly designed and beautiful to look at, but the amount of variety between stages and the intense set pieces all made for an experience that always kept me excited to see what was coming next. Where a lot of platforming games focus more on reskins of levels and changing up the basic design, Tropical Freeze's levels all feel significantly different and like you're in a truly different island than the one you were on before. At one point, I was racing from a giant buzzsaw on a minecart. Then I was chased by a tornado through a savanna while I watched platforms and enemies get thrown around the level. Whether I was in the snowy Alps, a dusty desert, or swimming and avoiding a giant octopus, Tropical Freeze consistently made me feel as though I was making progress and actually going somewhere. On top of that, the graphics themselves are gorgeous and the game runs at a buttery smooth 60 frames per second in both handheld and docked mode, with there hardly being any discrepancies between the two. As I'm sure you can see from the gameplay, Tropical Freeze not only didn't slouch on the levels, but went all out on them. But as in all Donkey Kong Country games, the auto-scrolling vehicle levels are not very good. They can be very annoying, seem like cheap deaths, and overall take away from the experience. This isn't new for anyone familiar with the series, but for those who aren't, just try to get through them as fast as you can to get back to the better parts. And of course, shout out to the soundtrack as well, and while I can't play any music here because Nintendo claims every YouTube video they can, trust me when I say it's excellent. So who are we traversing these levels with? We have familiar favorites Dixie, Diddy, and Cranky, as well as the new to the Switch version, Funky Kong. But more on him later. Each of the Kongs brings something to the game that helps bypass difficult sections, correct mistimed jumps and movements, and find hidden secrets. Diddy's jetpack was a little less useful than the other characters, but his hover ability still enabled me to float over areas I may not have been able to gap without it. However, Dixie and Cranky both had very useful skills. Dixie has a spinning helicopter move because of her ponytail that allowed for a double jump of sorts, which helped not only to correct bad jump timing, but also to reach secrets or higher areas that may have been out of reach for the other Kongs. Cranky also has his trusty cane, which allowed for a combination of both of the other characters' abilities, as well as being able to traverse spiky pits. Tropical Freeze is chock full of secrets, and it makes using all the characters more enjoyable. The game does a great job of combining secrets hidden in plain sight with secrets you really have to work for. It will take multiple runs to get them all, especially when you've searched everywhere and can't figure it out. Then there's Funky Kong. Funky is basically an easy mode for Tropical Freeze, but don't assume that it's baby mode. With his surfboard, Funky's able to slow down his falls, allowing jumps to be significantly more forgiving. This means having issues with timing jumps is nearly alleviated. The surfboard also grants temporary immunity to spike damage, making Cranky's cane unnecessary. In fact, Funky Kong makes all the other characters unnecessary. You also have 1 more heart per level as Funky, and you'll find more hearts to replenish your health during your playtime. Obviously, this is not the main way the game should be played, but it's a great way for an unexperienced gamer to experience exceptional platforming. The game is still difficult though, and will be a challenge no matter which way you play. Boss battles are also a highlight of Tropical Freeze. Taking all of what makes boss battles good, each boss takes you through multiple phases. Where you may think it's too easy at first, by the end, the original boss's attacks are multiplied and you'll need serious concentration to beat them. It reminds me of Cuphead, where the bosses themselves are not only brilliantly designed and awesome to see, but also take a ton of consideration to the approach to beating them. As far as boss design and battle design goes, Tropical Freeze nails it. And while it definitely isn't my preferred way to play, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze also includes a couch co-op option. Akin to Super Mario Bros. Counterparts, the coordination involved in successfully playing Tropical Freeze with another person is substantial. Making sure you both jump at the same time or the right time, know who is going where and when, and trying to survive in chaotic moments makes multiplayer a blast, but also incredibly chaotic. It's a fun way to have some laughs, as long as you don't take losing too seriously. So overall, the pros for Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze are its immensely beautiful graphics. I mean, they're not like blowing you out of water realistic, but I love the character designs, I love the worlds, I love the levels, and I just enjoyed all the way through looking at the game. On top of that, the levels are also extremely well designed, with tons of secrets to find, new obstacles and crazy set pieces, and a huge variety that really made them enjoyable to play through. Each of the characters is also useful, like I said, even with Diddy Kong being a little less useful than the others. I found myself using different characters consistently, and that made the game a lot of fun, especially when trying to find all of the secrets. And of course, the exceptional boss battles. You guys just have to see these to understand how cool they are, but they are great and some of the best boss battles I've played in recent games. As far as cons go, the game is a little short. I wish it could have been a bit longer, but the content within the time that you have with it is really well done. I don't know that I'd necessarily extend the campaign, but more that I just wish there was more to do in the game. Also, the controls could be a little bit more precise. I found them to be slightly floaty at times. Nothing that was too major, and I still really enjoyed the platforming and didn't feel like I was getting cheap deaths because of the controls, but they could have been slightly more precise. And of course, the vehicle levels suck. I've never liked those minecart levels, and most people don't either. I know some people do, but you know. Through the 14 or so hours it took me to beat Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, I went through frustration, tension, but most importantly, I feel like I enjoyed every success and achievement. The world is gorgeous, the amount of content is A grade for a platformer, and the boss battles were exceptional. Again, if you like platforming games, you should pick the game up. If you hate them, this probably isn't the game for you. However, I feel everyone should at least give Tropical Freeze a try, if for nothing more than to just experience the beautifully crafted world. For a score, I'll have to give Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze around an 8.5 out of 10.